The heat hits you like a hammer. The blister flats shimmer under the punishing sun, the salt pan blinding white. In the distance, Biggie rises from the cracked earth like a wounded beast, steam pipes jutting at odd angles, soot streaked walls of scrap metal, banners of clans flapping in a lazy hot wind. The gates are open, if only barely, a rusted moor just wide enough for a steam cart or two. A pair of guards slouch in the shade of a broken rail post, steam guns across their laps, watching you with wary eyes. Behind them the town seethes, steam wagons rattle down main streets, the wail of a pressure release screams from the gear spire, and somewhere a brawl spills out of a tavern, fists raised, blood already staining the dust. Your throats are dry, the long walk has left your boots caked in salt, your skin raw. You've made it to Biggie, for now.
For now.
Yeah.
Hello, and welcome
Hey.
to our session 1 of D&D. This is Chat PTG does D&D.
Not GPT.
D&D.
Lots of rhymes.
I know. So, yeah, thank you for joining us. Thanks for that lovely introduction, Hyper G.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
I am-
we're going to be reading a lot in this, but it's
Yeah, we
going
are.
to be amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, we are... I am Lucky Sixes. This is Hyper G for anybody new
Hey.
to the channel. We are trying out an AI-generated D&D campaign where we get to be the players, do no prep, and just have fun. So that's what we're going
The Dungeon
for.
Master is not a real person.
Yes, it's our friend Chat PTG is the Dungeon Master. And yes, we have, as you can see, we have dice on the bottom. We have our lovely story here, which we'll be telling you. We have some, if I can start it, some music in the background, which
There it is.
at the end, please listen to, because this will be... We have many songs specifically for my character, Alu, a level 1 cleric, and your character, Hearn, a level 1 monk. And we will be getting into those quite a lot throughout the session. But to introduce everything, this is a D&D session where there's 2 rules. Firstly, it's completely random and out of our control entirely. And secondly, if we get a natural 1 or natural 20, and this is something we didn't say in session 0, so this is there is a special wheel of death.
Doom, prophecy.
Doom. The Wheel of Doom. I like the Wheel of Doom. Lots of adverts, apparently. But there is lots of things on this. If we roll a 1 or 20 in any regard, something will happen that we don't
Critical
know.
fail or critical success.
Yeah,
maybe.
it could be great. It could add some speed. It could take items away. It could do also give us curses, all sorts of things, just to add the spiciness of randomness. So yes. So there's that. I kind of hope we roll a 1 or a 20.
Straight away.
But yeah, we'll be using... Yeah, that'd be good. We'll be using these characters as well, Hearn and Lou, that we've rolled up in Session 0. If you haven't seen Session 0, go and do that, because that's going to tell you all about our world, a very hot and barren world.
It is, where water is scarce. And I mean, we don't really know how much it's going to affect the story that we're actually playing, but also lack of children in our world.
Yes.
Children have not been born for a generation. I'm very intrigued by that. Whether it might even be a factor in our storyline, we won't know until we get into it. But
yes,
I think it's a very Mad Max kind of setting, aren't we?
Very much so. And unlike most D&D, magic isn't particularly fruitful in the world, which is weird that there is a cleric in there.
Yeah.
So that is very rare. Also, stats wise, I am basically a piece of paper, and you are the rock. Out of the two, you're an absolute beast in the random stats. So very much I'm the magical and you are just gonna beat everything that we come across. So if we don't, we're both dead. So
yeah, I don't know what point I should mention, but Hearn's actually got a cantrip as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know how that happened, but I just spotted it on the character
Yeah.
sheet. So,
So
there's a little bit of magic there as well,
yeah,
just to mean it even
absolutely.
better. But
And pretty much, I mean, there's a lot more detail in Session 0, so definitely do go check out. But pretty much, we've caught you up. You know the opening scene. We're in Biggie, and the world. Let's see if I can bring it up. Actually, the world is a barren, hot land with very little water. And if I can bring that here, that gives you an example of what the actual world kind of looks like. And we're in Biggie, this town, just here.
To the east of the nearest water
To the
deposit.
east of the nearest water deposit, with one sea in the whole world, which is a huge world, being over here.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We don't know whether we'll be travelling or not, do we?
We have no idea. Although I would say on the spinning wheel there is teleport, so we could very well end up the other side of the world, and we have no idea how or why. But shall we get started?
I think we should, because I mean, it is offering us some choices as we enter. I mean, we don't have to do any of these, but it's offering us choices. We've got choices. We could seek the Ironmoor Tavern, a place to rest, listen, and perhaps find work, which we've kind of already heard that there's a brawl spilling out of, so that's interesting.
Yes.
We could head for the Silt Market, barter for water, gear, or gossip, an option. We could approach the Copper Guild at the Gear Spire, offer aid or seek knowledge. We could scout the town, watch, listen, gather your bearings before engaging. Or we could do none of those things. And it's worth mentioning that it's telling us that Alu's presence, your presence, Lucky Sixes, draws stairs, a gnome rare in these parts, and armoured, bearing the quiet authority of faith. That sounds good. And Hearn moves like the wind, confident but eyes watchful, an outsider among outsiders. Okay. And adventure hooks in the air. People speak of sabotage at the steamworks. The town teeters on ruin. A driftfolk caravan vanished in the flats, their cargo priceless. Lights flicker beyond the cracked well at night. Some say spirits, others worse. So, what would we like our party to do? Any of those take your fancy, Alu? Or
yeah, so
I
mean,
have a chat with the guards at the gate. I mean, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, we're in here. We need to get a scope of the area, don't we? And really, so I think I think head straight into town where we can.
Yeah.
The most. So yeah, I will say, Alu and Hearn head to the most crowded area of town. I think for the most part as well, Alu is very willing to lead and bring you on. And Hearn, I don't know, is
very happy
to
just
follow?
Observe. Yeah, happy to follow. We kind of already decided in session 0, like instantly, that we're kind of going on Alu's direction. Like Alu is the one setting the direction, but Hearn is very much there to keep things on direction.
Yes.
Even though none of us know what direction that is.
Yes, absolutely. And
so,
yeah, and perhaps your cantrip is the link we have between us. We do have a few spells that we randomly put up as well, but we'll get into that when we have some reasons to look at it.
Reason to use them. Yeah.
So I'm just going to say Alu and Hearn head to the most crowded area of Biggie for more answers.
On what to do next.
What to do next.
Yeah. Because I mean, we don't know if we're here to get money or quests or looking for something. Maybe that's something will find us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, into the Silt Market, our first scene.
Okay, we're going for the market. Cool.
You make your way through Biggie's main drag, where the ground beneath your boots vibrates faintly with the thrum of ancient steamworks buried below. The air is thick with heat and grit, the metallic tang of steam mingling with the sink of oil, sweat, and desperation. The Silt Market is the heart of Bingie's chaos, a jumbled maze of tents, shanties, and scrap-built stalls. Each voice competes to be heard. Water rations!
2 gulps for a silver. Fresh scrap, gear teeth, valve heads, you name it. Looking for muscle, caravan guard work.
People here look hardened, scavengers with sun-scorched faces, steam gunner mercs with patched armour, clan emissaries, and ragged children. Oh, that's a ragged children. Interesting. Or at least those who've barely grown in these childless decades.
That's okay. What catches your eye? A driftfolk trader stands on a crate, red-faced, shouting, "My kin are lost out on the flats. Who'll ride out? Who dares the sun and the bandits reward? Plenty for heroes."
A Copper Guild apprentice argues with a merchant over a shipment of parts, dropping hints of steamwork failures. "If that pump gives out, the tower will blow, I swear it! We need these precious hills now!"
A grizzled scavenger with a half-melted steam mask is hawking what he claims is an ancient map, a route to a forgotten machine buried under Biggie.
Yeah, and then the Iron's Moor bouncer, a massive half-orc with a steam piston arm, leans against the tavern's doorframe, watching everything with narrowed eyes. I think I would like to avoid the half-orc. But I do like the sound of an ancient map, you know. I think.
Do you? That one's taking your fancy, is it?
That's taking my fancy initially. I think
maybe,
maybe Alu, you know, he's a cleric. He's got these things.
Yeah.
What are these powers? Why me, of all gnomes, of all the forest gnomes?
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Okay. Well, we're hearing lots of things in this market, then, aren't we? I mean, it seems like there's plenty for us to get ourselves involved with. Do we go straight for the guy trying to sell the map, or do we listen in a bit? What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think we should listen into him a bit more.
What do you reckon? Just go over and observe the crowd, see if anyone's paying attention to him.
Yeah. We both move closer to, what is it, the grizzled scavenger.
Grizzled scavenger, yeah.
Grizzled scavenger to hear more about the ancient map.
It should be mentioned while we're thinking about that, the heat shimmers, and somewhere in the distance the gear spire lets out a deep groan, as if the town itself feels the weight of what's coming. Ominous. It's already ominous. Yeah.
So we are going to head towards it. Listen in. You weave through the press of bodies, Hearn's lithe steps gliding between scrap heaps. Alu's heavy armour clinking with each stride, drawing curious glances, however. The scavenger stands beneath a torn canvas awning, one eye clouded with old injury, his steam mask hissing softly at the seams. His hands, scarred, black with soot, clutch a cracked slate board where he's sketched crude lines and symbols. Here's where it lies, the hard forge, he croaks, voice rasping from the years of breathing steam and dust. A machine older than by itself, buried deep, power enough to make a king of anyone who claim it. You lot look so smart, strong, it could be yours, for the right price.
Around him, the crowd reacts. The Copper Guild apprentice sneers, muttering to a companion. Another fool with a fake map. If there was a heart forge, the guild would own it. Driftfolk woman shakes her head. Every few moons, someone sells a map to doom. Don't be next. The scarred mercenary eyes them out with interest, but looks at you both, gauging whether you'll bite first. The scavenger leans closer, lowering his voice as if sharing a secret. This ain't no fairy tale. I've seen the outer doors. Steam still bleeds from the rock. I swear it on my soul. Okay.
Well, we see a map that is scrawled and rough, showing sections of bayou outskirts near the cracked well, with spiraling descent drawn beneath it. There's a symbol that looks like a gear sun, circled in red chalk. Scavenger's desperation was also real. Whether the map is or not, he believes it will save him from ruin. The crowd's skepticism is genuine. Bayou is full of false promises. Oh, I'm so intrigued.
I mean, as a high elf, I am immediately suspicious of this mercenary that's told us to buy it, because I think this person who's telling us to buy it is just a plant in the crowd who's working with the guy selling the map. So the high elf is just like looking down her nose at this mercenary in the crowd. But whether Alu is already taken.
10 silver. That's only 1 gold by my
What is that the price?
Yeah.
Or...
And in terms of gold...
asking for 10 silver. Okay.
Let's have a look. In terms of gold, I mean, I have 50.
For that. Yeah, I have a decent amount as well. I've got,
we ended up with quite a bit, I think, because of our random things.
And we haven't got much in our inventories, have we? So yeah.
No, we haven't. In terms of myself, I've got very good armor at AC. I've got some crossbow and a light crossbow and crossbow bolts, and a mace and a shield, basically. I've also got very religious things, so vestments and a candle and a block of incense, all that types of things, as well as a holy symbol. Otherwise, not that much in terms of inventory. So I mean, quite a lot. It might be a thing, but I think Alu's going straight for it.
You're going for it, okay? Well, I mean, Hearn probably doesn't speak much, doesn't give an opinion at this stage, so it's just going to sort of like just let you make the call, and Hearn will deal with the outcome, like she always does.
Alu is very keen to buy the map, but will ask others in the crowd if they know the seller directly, and and trust his words. Although we are getting the impression that we don't.
No one believes him except for potentially a mercenary.
Insight?
Well, we could get the mercenary to come along and join us.
Oh, that's true. Alu steps closer, the weight of his armor making the ground crunch underfoot. His small stature doesn't matter here. His calm, deliberate gaze commands a flicker of respect. He turns from the scavenger's pitch and addresses those nearest, voice steady. Does anyone here know this man? Has his word brought fortune or folly? Let's roll Alu's insight. So this is rolling for us, but we do have a dice.
Oh, we haven't told it. Yeah, we haven't told it that we're going to roll, have we?
Yeah, I think we're going to roll, because otherwise... we'll forget about what we're going to see here. I'm going to roll...
Just tell it that...
Yeah. So, let's go. Our first roll of the campaign.
I don't think we'll be able to override the one it's already done, actually. I think we'll have to save our roll for the next time. Because I think it's already given us the result. Okay. So I think we'll have to just tell it that we'll roll after this.
We would like to roll the dice.
And tell you
in
what
future.
We get. Yeah.
Now, to be fair, it has rolled my insight, because we input all the things before.
Was the modifier correct? +1.
The modifier was correct. So we'll take it as a 14 then. But I'll say we would like to roll the dice in future. Let's see what it says. I love that. It loves that, by the way.
Right.
Here's how we'll do it. When you want to attempt something, just say Alu rolls X and give me the D20 result plus modifier. Okay?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Cool. But we do find out something on a 14 then. The truth behind this surface. Alu's questions draws quiet at first. People wary of getting involved. But the tension of the moment loosens a few tongues. A grey-bearded trader that eyes the scavenger with something between pity and contempt. That one name's Tatch. Used to ride the flats. Saw things. Lost his crew. Lost his mind. Maybe. He's no liar, but the truth's twisted in him. He believes in that map. Doesn't mean it's real.
Yeah. Meanwhile, a clan-branded woman leaning on a rusted spear spits in the dust. He sold 3 maps this season, all to folk who never came back. If you're set on dying, might as well give your silver to me, and I'll stab you clean.
I like that.
The scavenger Tatch watches you anxiously, seeing your interest. He smells coin and perhaps hope.
I'm going to turn to my faithful Hearn and say, a map? Yes?
I think Hearn will probably just look back and probably just say, if you want.
Oh.
Why else would we come? Leaving it completely open to Alu making the decision. Hearn's going to follow him no matter what. So,
I've got a good feeling about this map. 1 gold, sir.
Well.
Alu immediately gives Tatch, because he's got a name, hasn't he?
Tatch, yeah.
1 gold for the map.
And before you enter that one in, can you say that Hearn, meanwhile, looks over to see if the scarred mercenary is still nearby? And I could roll perception for that and tell it the result before we lock it in, maybe?
Yeah. Scarred mercenary
is still nearby. Rolling a
rolls.
And then we'll roll the dice.
So perception roll.
Yeah.
What's your plus to perception?
Oh, good point. Yeah. It's just pretty good. It's +3.
Oh yeah. By the way, look at these stats. Look at these incredible stats. Look at you. You're a god basically now. And your perception, is +3.
Yeah.
Let's roll it, shall we?
One of my worst skills, but I'm proficient in it.
Yeah. Let's roll it. Good luck. The first roll of the campaign, a perception to see if the mercenary is still here. It's an 11. So
14 in total then.
11.
Right, it's not bad. It's not bad. It might be enough to see him.
Okay. Done. I pay for the map immediately while you look to make sure there's no one going to kill us.
Make sure you take it out of your inventory as well. Yeah. We'll have to do a bit of.
Oh, absolutely. 1 goal, certainly.
Yeah. Well, assuming he takes it anyway, Oh
yeah.
Sure he will. But yeah.
49 gold now. But yep.
Okay.
Without hesitation, Alu, me, produces a gold coin, a gleaming piece that draws a hungry glint from every eye nearby. Tatch's scarred hands trembles as he takes it, as if salvation rests in that single coin. His voice cracks with gratitude. Bless you, little one. The hard forge, you'll see. It's real. It calls. He presses the map into Alu's hand. A brittle parchment, edges frayed, ink faded by time and sweat. You now hold the key to whatever truth or ruin lies beneath Biggie. Oh!
Meanwhile, Hearn's watchful eye. Hearn, ever vigilant, scans the crowd, that mercenary's interest not forgotten. With perception 14, Hearn spots him. The scarred mercenary is still here, lingering at the edge of the gathering. His hand rests lightly on the hilt of a curved blade, eyes flicking between your party and the map, now in Alu's grasp. He's playing it casual, leaning against a stall's support post, but the tension in his stance is unmistakable. This man is watching you, maybe weighing whether to follow, confront, or wait for a better opportunity. You also notice 2 more rough-looking types seem to have noticed the transaction. They exchange a glance, whispering. The crowd is thinning, but some eyes linger on you. Gold spends loud in Biggie.
Oh, God.
Oh, you're about to get mugged.
So we now obviously have the map, crude, but it marks the cracked well outskirts and spiral descent beneath. We've got the attention of at least one interested and possibly dangerous parties, and the heat of Biggie pressing down, the market's chaos fading as the day wanes. So, now we've got the map. Let's go look at it. Let's go to a tavern maybe and and sit down and take a look at it properly?
I have 0 rations and 0 water skins. I got nothing.
Right.
I'm literally wearing clothes, and that's about all I've got.
I mean, I don't think I have rations either, so maybe rations.
So a tavern sounds really good, because if none of those are available,
I've got rations.
A very short. You got loads of rations.
I've got rations.
Yeah, great.
Maybe I've got the last 2 rations. I've got 2 rations for us. So there you go.
Just 2. Okay, cool.
Yeah. But yeah, I think we would like to
take it to a tavern and throw it out on a map as public as possible.
Yeah.
And see what happens.
We head to the nearest tavern.
What did they call it? They gave it a name earlier, didn't they? The tavern. With the half orc standing outside.
Oh yeah. Goodness.
I'll have a look. You keep typing.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll add that in. Oh, the Iron Moor.
Yeah. Is
Iron Moor
place to go?
Grammar. I'm sure grammar will work. To the nearest tavern, looking to get some food and drink, and study the map.
Mm. We're just going to ignore these people that I've seen. I mean, we'll see if they intercept us. Really.
Yeah. You slip through the silt market, weaving between scrap stalls and muttering traders, leaving the scavenger and his map behind. The heat beats down like a hammer, but soon the soot-streaked shadow of the Iron Moor befalls you. The tavern squats in the husk of an ancient steam hauler, a massive rusted machine gutted and repurposed. Its iron ribs from the walls, soot-stained banners of forgotten clans, hang limp from the beams. The heavy door creaks open under Hearn's hand, and inside the air is thick with the scent of old oil, sour beer, and sweat. Inside, a scatter of rough patrons, thrift folk traders, steamworkers, mercenaries. The barman, a broad, bold human with one mechanical arm, grunts as we enter, and a faded sign on the wall. Water, 5 copper a cup. Beer, 3 copper. Food, ask. The buzz of a quiet conversation, clatter of tin mugs, and hiss of a leaking pressure pipe from the tavern's music.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, and then it just gives us option as to what our move can be. I mean, I'm glad to see that water is available to purchase, because I don't care that it's more expensive than beer. I think it would have just been a problem if we hadn't got any. So I think water should be our priority, and if it's available at any price, we'll stock up on it, shall we?
Yeah. By the way,
yeah.
Alu, as we go in, maybe takes a little look at his item, and there's a faint noise in the background.
Oh.
If it does it, hang on. Really quick. This is what I wanted. There you go. That was it. We've acquired a map.
Oh, okay. That's a good old Final Fantasy little.
Yes. I may even have a tavern actually here. Tavern music, sure. Let's go with that.
Oh, lovely. I like it.
Turn it down a bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So yeah, we go in. We find a table at the back, and you've done
I think Hearn's going to go to the bar while you get a table.
Mm-hmm.
Hearn's kind of thinking like that those ruffians in the market, like that Hearn spotted, and Hearn probably hasn't told Alu this because Alu's too excited about the map.
Absolutely.
But Hearn's wondering whether they're going to follow them into the tavern, these ruffians. And Hearn is like going to the bar at a place where she can view the entrance, and is half watching the entrance to see if anyone follows inside. That's kind of Hearn's plan. And if the bartender comes over, then she'll say that she wants to buy water.
And take a vantage point to look to make sure she can see the entrance. in case anyone follows them in.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that as one thing.
Okay.
Because I think Alu very much doesn't care. His passive perception is immediately 11. He's not that. In fact, well, I mean, he's pretty intelligent as the most things, but I think the intelligence is all drawn towards this map. So I think all of his concentration, while Hearn is at the bar.
Yeah.
I think.
Hearn at the bar. Hearn strides to the bar, confident, calm, scanning as she goes. The barman sizes her up with a single raised brow, but asks no questions. In Biggie, questions cost extra. Food, you're lucky. Stew's still warm. Water's clean today. 2 mugs? That'll be 1 silver for food, and water for both. Okay. Don't know what that means. I don't know how much that is exactly. He slams down 2 dented tin cups filled with lukewarm water and yells for stew. A minute later, a bowl of salty, oily broth with chunks of something, probably lizard, is set down, along with a crust of hard bread. Hearn positions herself where she can see both the entrance and Alu at the table. Her sharp eyes stay alert for trouble. No rolls needed. Hearn immediately spots. Okay, here we go. The scarred mercenary. He enters a few moments later, pretending disinterest, but orders a drink and chooses a seat near the door where he can keep you in sight. A pair of rough types from the market stroll past the tavern window, glance in, then move on, at least for now. The rest of the tavern's patrons seem indifferent, focused on their drink, dice, or sullen conversations.
Yeah. I think
okay.
Yeah, very nice. So that's you set up, and I think Alu is definitely gonna. I think I'll do it first. Actually, I'm gonna roll an investigation. It's asking me to do 2 things actually. Alu has the map spread out. If he wants to, he can roll an investigation to look for hidden note symbols, or roll a survival and judge the terrain, plan a safe route, and consider environmental hazards. So I'm gonna roll, and I'm gonna roll both.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
So the first one is going to be my investigation.
Yeah.
And we roll a 13. Now, my investigation for Alu is a +2. So it's actually a 15 on investigation. Alu rolls 15 for investigation. 13 plus 2. And rolls. What do I roll already? Oh, 60
nice.
For survival.
I mean, that's good.
My survival is not a bad +1. Not a bad +1
Right.
actually, considering if you do look, my stats are terrible. So 16 plus 1 is a 17.
Yeah.
16
Good maths.
plus 1. I know. Hey. Don't have intelligence 14 for nothing. For survival, and I think I am fully focused. There's no, because the rolls are obviously because I'm so focused. This might have the key. There's also obviously the promise of whatever, but this might give me some answers as to why
we've come.
I have magic.
Oh, sure, yeah. That too.
And I'm going to put that. He is excited to see if this can bring him closer to why he has magic in this world.
Cool.
Add in a bit of character there. Alu studies the map, the truth behind the grime. Alu leans in, the flickering lantern light casting strange shadows across the brittle parchment. His mind sharp, his heart racing with purpose. This might be the first true clue, and not only to lost power beneath Bingy, but to why he bears magic in a world that has forgotten him. On my 15 investigation, I spot something that most would miss. Faint, faded notations in another hand. Older ink, almost erased by time. Access seals failed in outer chamber. Heat levels dangerously unstable. Clan symbol defaced. Unknown sigil beneath. The map's age is real. It wasn't drawn recently. The paper, ink, and wear suggest it's been passed between hands for decades. The gear sun symbol that marks the entrance, beneath a smudge of red chalk, Alu finds a faint design, a spiral within a spiral, a reminiscent of some planar diagrams he's seen in old tombs. Scary.
Yeah.
In terms of survival,
I think you carry on reading because this is your thing.
sure.
With the loot. So keep going.
The terrain and hazard notes strike true. The route leads to an old steam vents. These can shift unexpectedly and release deadly jets of superheated vapor. Not good in my old chainmail there.
No.
The shifting salt is no metaphor. Wind-scoured pits in the salt flaps collapse without warning, forming sinkholes.
This does
I
not
just
look
get
like where we want to be.
more and more excited at level 1.
Oh.
The cracked world's outer ring has collapsed sections, making approach from the east safer than approach from the west. Okay. This site is dangerous, but navigatable if you move with care. A night journey might help avoid heatstroke, but brings other risks: wild scavengers and clan raiders. The deeper meaning. The spiral within a spiral, layered depths, the hidden sigil, Alu senses a pattern. Could this ruin, or so-called Heartforge, be a remnant of the world's broken creation, a tie to the gods' failed experiment, and perhaps the source of the rare magic that pulses in my own blood? For the first time ever, there's thread to pull.
Oh boy. This is going to be impossible to stop you from doing this, isn't it? I'm not even sat at the table to...
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Okay, so our situation as a pair, really. Hearn sees the scarred mercenary still watching, nursing his drink, waiting. You, Alu, have the map. I suppose we have the map. New insights and stew to fuel you. So I've probably brought the stew over with the water, to be fair.
Sure.
The route to the Heartforge won't wait forever, nor will those who may covet the same prize.
So I think as you come over, you probably do come over and give me the stew and...
I think so, yeah. I mean, I'd still be wary, but...
this has all the answers. We need to go. This is it.
No.
We need to go now.
Does it? Right.
From the east.
You want to eat your stew first?
Stew? And he just looks, he's just noticed the stew. Oh, yes.
It's lizard, your favourite.
Ah! I know you high elves like eating lizards as well.
Oh, alright, enough of that.
Yeah, and I tuck into the stew and go, oh, you think we can go right away?
We might need some supplies first, maybe some more water.
More of this stew. Fantastic.
And probably Hearn will just sort of like look over in the direction of the scarred mercenary. Gonna look at the scarred mercenary and just say to Alu, I think we might have someone interested in the map that you've bought as well. Shall I go and speak to them? And she sort of like points out the guy in the corner.
Yes. The more the merrier. And for what it's worth, while it might have all the answers, I think it's quite dangerous.
I think Hearn's already turned away and started walking towards this guy. All she needed was that Alu didn't mind sharing.
And Alu, so if anybody's like read a paper while at breakfast and they're not looking at their breakfast, he's just looking at them. He's just looking at the map.
It's going over his shoulder.
It's going over his shoulder in his chainmail. And all sorts. But meanwhile, Hearn looks over at Scarred Mercenary and approaches him.
I think so.
Do you start with anything?
I think I'm going to actually sit down opposite him and see what his reaction is.
Yeah, Hearn takes the direct path, and Alu is completely confident
I mean, Alu's still going to this place, even if Han gets stabbed in the pub and we never see her again. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, very, very much leaving the ball in your court for this one.
Yeah. Yeah. So Hearn takes the direct path. The Iron Maw seems to hush, or perhaps it's just Hearn's focus sharpening as she crosses the floor. The scarred mercenary stiffens ever so slightly as Hearn slides onto the bench across from him, but he doesn't flinch. Up close, you can see his face is a patchwork of old burns and blade scars. His eyes are pale green, alert, calculating. His hand rests near his mug, but not on his weapon yet. For a heartbeat, neither of you speaks. Then his cracked lips twist into a wary smirk. Didn't expect you'd come to me, brave or foolish. What's your play, elf? You've got something folk kill for, and you just brought it from a madman. He leans forward, voice low. Don't mean you no harm, not unless you make me. Truth is, I want in. You're heading for the cracked well. No one else who bought that map came back. You'll need a blade. His eyes flick briefly toward Alu and the map, then back to Hearn.
Ooh.
And I've got a read on him already. This must be like a
Yeah.
passive insight thing. He's tense, but not lying, at least not yet. This is a mercenary who sees opportunity and maybe survival in teaming up rather than crossing blades.
So you got
I
three
suppose-
options here. Yeah, I like him. I'm a big fan.
I mean, yeah, you had no problem with Hearn going over and getting the more the merrier was the instruction, wasn't it?
More the merrier. Let's have a party.
So, yeah. I mean, I think Hearn being like quite serious and more suspicious is more interested in having this guy on board than having him try to steal it from us right from the off, where she can watch him at least. So, shall I type in actually because I can. So
Sure, yeah. We'll look
asks,
at Hearn's things while you
well, you can see what I'll read out what I'm writing, but
Yeah.
Hearn asks the mercenary what he wants from the mission. I think it's just simple as that.
Yeah, and while you're doing that, you in terms of Hearn as a character, you're a monk, so mainly fists of steel. You do have the control flames cantrip, which is a bit of a
I do.
thing. And you have lots of money also. So we're all right. We're kitted out for money.
The scarred man lets out a dry, humorless chuckle. He leans back slightly, one hand drumming fingers on the battered table. What I want, same as any man left breathing in this god's forsaken pit, future. Gold, scrap, water, something to buy another week without starving or boiling under the sun. He pauses, gaze hardening. I don't care about your map secrets. Don't care if it's magic, machine, or myth. But if there's something real at the end of it, I want my share. Fair share. No double cross. His eyes flick toward the tavern's window, the dying light casting strange pattern through the grime. Or I can follow you anyway, from a distance, but I'd rather fight at your side than against your back. This man is weary but sharp. He doesn't seem driven by greed beyond survival. His offer is blunt because he knows subtlety won't earn trust here. Okay. All right. I think Hearn. I don't know whether you want to type this one or shall I continue typing?
I'll type it just so that
Okay. Yeah. So you can see it is easier that way. Isn't it? Yep. Hearn says to the man.
Yep.
That they are going to get supplies and start the mission straight away. But let's leave the tavern separately because there were others watching us in the marketplace. And if you're worth having, we might need your help sooner rather than later.
The mercenary nods. Or the mercenaries nod, this possible. Scarred man tilts his head slightly, the corner of his mouth curling in the closest thing to a grin you've seen from him so far. Smarter than most who come through Biggie. He downs the last of the drink, wipes his mouth on the back of his hand, and rises without another word. No dramatic oaths, no promises, just the quiet agreement of hard folk who know the value of discretion. Without looking back, he melts into the tavern's gloom and slips out the door, no doubt to shadow your path from a distance, as agreed. Yeah, so it gives a little summary of where we are. We've got the map, a route, and a mercenary ally. I mean, having a mercenary ally, that's pretty...
It's useful.
We've acquired something, isn't it?
I'm thinking meat shield, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Yes, so...
I don't even, do we even know his name, do we? I didn't even ask the mercenary's name.
We don't
Mercenary one. Yeah.
Yes. We need to gather supplies and depart soon before rivals or raiders can act, and into the night when it's going to be cooler as well.
Yeah.
So, I think we should get some supplies.
Yeah, silk market by the looks of it. Back to the silk market.
We finish our food, drink, and head out for supplies for the journey. The night does draw in, though. By Biggie's steam vents hiss like distant serpents, and the stars begin to pierce the dark sky. Strange constellations over a strange world, cracked well in its secrets, await. Alu and Hearn finish their stew and water. Meagre fare, but enough to quiet the gnaw of hunger and steady our nerves. The tavern's noise swells behind you as you step back into the heat of Biggie's night, where air hums with steam and ever-present hiss of failing pipes. The streets have thinned, but not emptied. The desperate and the dangerous still prowl.
Yeah, and the silk market by night. We make our way to the silk market after dark traders. Few are wary of their stalls lit by sputtering lamps or chemical glow sticks. Supplies are dear here. Survival is currency. Here's what available. Okay. Alright. I didn't actually figure out how much I paid for the stew, by the way. Should I just say, like, what?
It was 1 silver, it said, for both.
Was it 1 silver? I'll take 1 silver off of Hearn's stats.
Yeah, so we have inventory. A gallon of water, which is enough for a day for 2 people in this heat. So we need water's going to be quite ever present.
Yeah.
Basic rations. We're going to need a few of them. Some rope. Do you have any rope?
I have nothing. I have a hunting trap, and that's it.
Okay. So I mean, I don't have a rope. I feel like a rope would be good.
I think so. Yeah.
And I think I'm happy for you to. We'll give that to you. So, a shovel or pickaxe. I don't think we need.
No, I think we can cope without
that. Yeah. Simple med kit sounds very viable. And salvage steam goggles. Now, I think I just like the look of them. So I'm gonna. So let's say that
they suit you.
Yeah. Would you like any goggles?
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't be seen dead wearing goggles.
So, we would like to buy.
Yeah. Well, a gallon of water is definite.
So, well, that's for 2 people for 1 day. Now, I think we should get. I think we should stock up.
Oh, okay.
5
it's
gallons.
Pretty reasonable. But yeah. So that's 25 silver.
Holding 5 gallons of water in actual life, I think, is a bit. But 5 gallons of water.
Okay, that's 25 silver. Yeah.
How many basic rations?
I have none, and
you have none, and I've got 2.
Eat,
so
even though I'm an elf.
Let's go 8, so that I'll add 3, and you have 5. 8 rations. 1 rope. Hooded lantern. I've got dark vision. I'm not too bothered.
I've got dark vision as well.
Yeah, we don't care about that. 2 med kits.
Did you say you're getting 1 rope?
Yes. So I'd like to buy 5 gallons of water, 8 rations, 1 rope, 2 med kits, and some goggles.
Goggles. Nice.
Not Googles. goggles.
No. Let's see what price we get for that.
You move from store to store under the glow of hissing lanterns, assembling what you need for the perilous journey. And it's beautifully telling us, adding up everything that we need. And
Good,
how much
because I lost track
costs.
after 25.
I know. Total cost is 9.9 gold, but round to 10 for simplicity. So I will pay for this. I'm happy to, because
We're not negotiating, no.
Oh no. I'm very trusting, so I'm gonna pay straight up 10 gold.
Okay.
And we'll sort out who has what.
Yeah.
Outside of the thing, but I'm gonna pay for that. So I'm down to 39 gold, spending it like a madman.
Yeah.
What do you acquire is everything that we said there. The trader's mood. The merchants eye your gold hungrily. I'm spending it as they pocket your coins. One grizzled trader mutters, "You going east of the well? Watch for sinkholes, and worse. Salt there, it moves sometimes like it's alive." Another leans in. "Oh, don't trust the ground or the air near the vents. Folk vanish out there. Ghosts of the old world, I say."
Oh, I'm not looking forward to this.
I think this is the perfect journey. We are supplied. The cracked well lies to the east. We want to approach from the east, though, don't we? Perhaps 2 hours march. Oh, it was only 2 hours march. I might have overdone it on the water, but that's okay.
We got it. We've got it now. We don't have to fight again.
Do we set out immediately, rest until dawn, take other precautions, actions, or investigations? Alu will go to set out immediately.
Yeah. I think that was the plan anyway. We've told the mercenary that we're going straight away. So I think even though potentially cover of darkness, they did warn us of like raiders and things like that. But Hearn thinks that we've already got some ruffians on our tail anyway. So waiting is just going to delay the inevitable. And so Hearn is fine for Alu to take the lead and let's get on with this journey. I mean, we don't need a long rest. We've got what we need. I mean, Hearn doesn't sleep anyway, so
yeah,
let's go.
Is there anything Hearn's doing? So Alu's going to sort of look to lead, so to speak, and we'll set out immediately, tracking the safe route to the cracked well. Is there anything Hearn's doing while we're travelling?
Just being perceptive, I think, is what Hearn's doing. So I can do a roll for another perception check on the journey. Yeah, because I think kind of settling into the bodyguard role, but Alu is very much deciding what we do.
Yeah. Perception
actually,
roll.
Actually put into the perception roll, Hearn's going to look to see if she can see the mercenary following them as well. To see if she sees how good he is at actually blending in.
And to see if she can see the mercenary following them. Yeah. Perception roll is, so let's roll it.
Yeah, and I get +3 on this.
Yeah, +3.
Yeah.
And it is an 11.
Another 14.
A 14 in total.
That's what I had last time, so it's consistent.
11, absolutely, +3.
Boring high elf, the same 14. Every time.
Okay, and we'll see what ChatGPT says there. Setting out into the night, Alu leads the way, his eyes fixed on the stars and the cracked salt crust beneath your boots. The air is cooler now, although it carries the bitter tang of steam and metal. Each step crunches softly on the salt flaps as you strike out towards the cracked well. Following the safer eastern approach, his study of the map revealed. Your supplies weigh heavy, water sloshing into skin packs, rope coil. We've got so much for a 2-hour journey. The goggles clinking against the gear. And
Hearn's watchful
Hearn.
eye. Oh, so yeah, that's me. Hearn keeps her senses sharp, scanning the shimmering flats and the dark silhouettes of ancient scrap heaps and collapsed steam vents. What she sees, the salt glimmers strangely under the starlight, shifting patterns when none should move. It's subtle but real. Patches of crust ripple softly like something breathing beneath. In the distance behind, about 100 paces off, a dark figure moves when you move, stops when you stop, the scarred mercenary keeping his word so far, discreet but definitely tailing you. To the far north, beyond your route, faint flickers of light dance near a broken vent, gas ignition, or something else. It's hard to tell.
The salt flaps feel like a graveyard of the old world. Silent, but for the wind's soft moan, the hiss of distant steam, and our own breath. We draw closer to where the cracked well's edge should be. The land begins to dip gently, and a line of broken columns and metal spars rises on the horizon, making the ancient ruin. Your options as we come near the site: keep moving cautiously, watching for sinkholes, which will be in a survival role. Try to signal or invite the mercenary closer. Scout ahead while one stays back, or take another action.
Well, I think now would be a perfect opportunity to just pause there for the end of session 1 and to let our journey really commence in our next session. What do you think?
Yes.
Sixes?
No, I like it. We've done very well, I think, so far. We've got supplies. We've added in there. We've taken a little look at our characters. We've got a mercenary ally, or is he?
Yeah. We don't even know his name.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think we're about to get into some fun there. So thank you very much for everybody. Fun. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much for everybody watching. And we will leave you with the first of the AI generated songs about our impending adventure. So
awesome.
like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. Please do follow. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, see you later.
Best in the air, it burns my throat. Sun's a hammer, crushing hope. Alu chants with trembling hands. Hern strikes fast where shadows stand. Sweat and blood, the price we take. Clerics light and marks cold ice. Hold the ground where honor dies. Her moves silent, her fists are steel. Grit and grace, her wounds won't heal. Alu's voice, a shield in the storm. Faith and fury keep us warm. Grit and grace, her wounds won't heal. Alu's voice, a shield in the storm. Faith and fury keep us warm. Her moves